So I'm in a Discord and I'm having a conversation with the user who's asking about why I got kicked out of the converting to Judaism course, and then he inquired more information about my second strike, which was winning a debate against a reformist Jewish woman who is, of course, a marijuana legalization advocate. And I proved her wrong, and so I got punished for winning the debate. She was saying that regulation doesn't work. It only produces victims. I said, no, that's pretty stupid. I didn't say that, of course, but it's true. It is stupid. The biggest proof that I had for that was all the states where legalization caused an increase in drug overdose deaths through the gateway drug effect, Colorado being my number one example. The methamphetamine overdose death rate in Colorado increased every year, broke its own record after legalization. Clearly, criminalization was good. See, I don't know if I want to connect Jews to globalists as like the globalists, the New World Order, etc., as the Jews, but this particular Jewish woman was on that same page. And what it is, they mask their greed with altruism. Marijuana is eugenics. It's population control and population reduction. If it wasn't for immigration, the population would have stabilized in the United States. But the globalists are greedy. And so they need immigration. It's part of their global economy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So then she tried to say that all addiction comes from trauma. I'm an addiction counselor. And I simply responded, yeah, no, that's not true either. Number one, trauma can't be quantified because different people go through different, trauma responses. Some people can endure a lot more than others without a trauma response. Some people get triggered by mere pixels on a screen and think they're in like emotional crisis from the pixels on the screen. Oh my lord, Facebook's down for 2 hours. I'm in crisis. And other people can go through war and have their best friends die right next to them and come out completely fine and not do drugs or anything, especially not become drug addicts. And he tried to get all, and I simply replied, okay, so let's look at addiction rates per country, right? Let's contrast drug overdose death rates and STD rates per country because the hypothalamus, drugs, and sex very neurologically connected, the pleasure center of the brain. So, where you get a lot of addiction as a trauma response, you also get hypersexuality as a trauma response. Apparently, I was smarter than her about her own topic about psychology. So I did global maps, and the countries with the lowest STD rates and overdose death rates, drug overdose death rates, are Islamic countries and communist countries. Now, communism cannot survive without the wealth generated by capitalism. So, in reopening the economy in China, the STD rates are now on the increase and drug overdose death, etc. But in Islamic theocracies, they're still pretty low. And so I simply pointed out that in these countries, they have higher rates of trauma, or what she would consider traumatic, and lower rates of drug addiction. So clearly, your woke New York liberal degree lied to you, right? Your education lied to you about this. Oh, it's a universal dynamic. Oh, addiction is a trauma, and that's why we need to legalize weed because it's fucking harmless. Yeah, why have laws at all? Yeah, so that's why I got in trouble for winning because I so thoroughly proved her wrong. And instead of admitting that I was right and she was wrong, and then I proved her to be lying or incorrect, she simply replied, I'm stressed out by this conversation. I cannot continue, so I'm going to excuse myself. And so instead of getting acknowledgement for my victory, right, that I won the debate, I got punished for winning the debate. It's pretty stupid. Because they're lying. Anyone who pushes marijuana, they're lying. It's not altruistic. It's greed and population control, etc. Eugenics.